Yo, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy First Class 305, man. I'm back at y'all again, man. Just want to touch base on this, the whole reseller situation or debacle, if you will. I don't even know where to start with this. It's in response to J Star's question or video. I don't really politic with him, to be honest with you, man. I'm not really a big fan of resellers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against them, but I'm not a fan of them either. You know, I'm not a fan of them because they make it harder for people who just really want the shoe because they want the shoe to get them. I don't think it's fair. You know what I'm saying? When you got a dude that, in all honesty, doesn't even care about the shoe, doesn't even care about what the shoe looks like. They had no intention from the gate to scoop up the shoe to wear for wearing purposes. That took him out of the hands of somebody who really wanted him, and that's where the negativity from my end comes from. I think anybody who scoops up a pair of shoes on some flyby, and somebody sees them and says, "Yo, I'll shoot you $300 for those right now." You know what? It's kind of hard to say no to $300 for a shoe you spent $200 for. I ain't mad at you, you know what I'm saying? But that's a situation where they pretty much came to you looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like me, everybody ain't me. You know, at the end of the day, prime example, I scooped up the black cement 3s. I scooped up 3 pairs because we all know how funky Jordan sizes are. Especially with the 3s, they're so inconsistent. I scooped up a 10, 10.5, and an 11. Bought them home. Tried on the size 11 first, just because I want to see where those was at. Tried on the size 11. They fit me perfect. Decided to keep those. I ain't even break the other ones out the box. Just broke them out, just check them, and whatever the case may be. Threw them on Craigslist for $250 just to get people calling, because I know people out there is on some ridiculous level stuff. When the cat came to scoop up the first pair, because I sold both pairs on the same day, he gave me the $250. Actually, we negotiated for $235. $235, I think I negotiated for. And me being me, I gave him back $50. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's never been about the money. I just wanted, with me, it was more about the story. I just wanted to see somebody who wasn't able to pick them up because they had to go to work, or they had school, or they got kids, or whatever the case may be. It was just more, I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting raped, where I'm just gonna sell it to this dude for $185, and tomorrow he's gonna turn around and flip him for $300, like it's just playing me for the sucker. But the people I sold them to, I was fortunate enough to sell it to people who, in all honesty, wanted the shoe and weren't able to pick them up on release date. But I do that all the time, basically, because I always pick up a size 10.5 and 11 on every pair of J's. Whatever size I try on that fits me proper, I keep. The other one I sell for $5 over retail, $5-10 over retail, roughly. But I also see the side of the resellers. You know what I'm saying? Where supply and demand. You got niggas out here who want to pay that money for sneakers. So why not do it? It's good money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. It's simple economics. Excuse me for the football. But it's simple economics, man. Supply and demand. If somebody's willing to pay it, they're willing to sell it. We play a bigger role as far as the sneaker community for the resellers than Nike, because I hear everybody blaming Nike. It's Nike's fault for not making enough pairs. They know what the supply is, so forth and so on. That's nonsense. That's the stupidest thing I've heard thus far. And the reason that I find that that's just the dumbest statement that I can hear is because it kills exclusivity. It's that simple. It's not complex at all, man. It kills exclusivity. The reason most people buy J's because, for nostalgic purposes, like myself. But then you do have those cats who scoop up sneakers because they want to stay fresh. And what better way to stay fresh than with an exclusive pair of J's? A pair of J's that ain't nobody, it was hard to get, it was hard to find, so forth and so on. I don't want to hear that. If you wanted them, you should have got up early. You should have scooped them up. It's that simple. All this nonsense about, they should have made more pairs. They should have done this. They should have done that. Listen, Nike's a corporation. And a corporation's job is to make a sufficient amount, but not flood the market. Prime example. What makes McLaren so dope? Is it the amenities that the car has? Is it the features that it has? Not really, because you can pretty much get most of those features in a Honda for that matter. It's exclusivity. There's X amount cars made, and when you see somebody in it, you got to take a second glance like, yo, dude's doing it right now. So, all that Nike needs to do this, Nike needs to do that, it's garbage, it's nonsense, I don't want to hear it. It's ridiculous, man. But, resellers, I use a statement on this video, when J-Star posted this video, I made a statement where resellers were a death of a dynasty, which I believe they were, but to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? They were a death of a dynasty in the sense that they flooded the market. They made the copping experience different, and all those sorts of scenarios, just based on the fact that they're making it too hard, man. They're making it too hard for the real dudes who just want to go out and get a fresh pair of J's and bring them home, lick the bottom, smell the inside, and stack them up until it's time to break them out. Scoop them in the winter, rock them in the summer, man. That's how I live it. Scoop them in the summer, rock them in the winter. Springtime is fair game. That's my air stab time anyway, man. I got to break out the low joint. But, yeah, man, resellers really need to figure out what they want to do. And we as a sneaker community got to figure out what we want to do. If you don't like the prices, don't buy them. It's that simple, man. I see Galaxies right now on eBay going for fucking $2,000. Whose fault is that? It's not our fault, because at the end of the day, the listing started at $1. The listing started at a penny, yet it's at $2,000. Whose fault is that? Y'all got to take responsibility for that. And it's not the resellers. They're just putting out a product, man. And like I said, I might get heat for that, man, but you know what it is, I don't even care. I'm not a reseller personally. I can't stand reselling. I don't resell nothing. I don't sell nothing. But at the end of the day, if you scooping, you stupid. It's that simple, dude. But it is what it is, man. I'll make this one relatively short. It's like a 7:40, so we're going to be out here. Yo, shout out to J-Star25, man. He's that dude, a.k.a. that shoe god. You know what I'm saying? I know you a humble dude, so you ain't even going to take that for what it is. And you know what I'm saying? But, we pay homage to you, homie, man. You doing us a favor, man. We salute. True story. First class, I'm out your ear. And I'm out your face. Doses.